following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Leading the Jaguars sideline, head coach Liam Cohen. These guys playing good football the last month plus. They are 4-2 in their last 6. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. These guys with the crowd at their backs, and things are only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott's joined by my partner, Brock Hewitt. It's going to be Logan Cook to get us started. And we're underway here in SoCal. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, maybe even no touchdown passes, as long as they get the win in the end.
2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the counter, it's Hampton. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. Making the call himself. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He's got Quentin Johnson, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Johnston. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
It's Hampton on 2nd. He's tackled with a first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd
Shotgun
and
snap to Herbert. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. At the helm, someone entrusted to lead this group in just his first season. Their rookie out of LSU.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by Deion Henley.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
throw here, 3rd down. This is hauled in by Samuel. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Down, Jacksonville.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. and he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Quick slant to Samuel. And he's tackled for a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're up against it. 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Going with a screen to Hampton. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Jaguars and their running back about to get back to work. And as we work our way through November, you see here, he's the leader league-wide right now in rushing touchdowns. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brian, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Jaguars.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. We can look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ricky Pearsall. An 8-yard pickup. And the Jaguar 1st down.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
They're throwing it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Intended for his running back. It's 3rd down.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
To number 15.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Trying to push this past the marker. That'll be the 1st and more. And he's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Jacksonville.
Back to the well again. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. They give it to him again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jaguars go up 6-0 here in the first. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers nothing.
Now is Cook to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. He's got a lane off past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And it's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. They shut him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Hampton gets it out of his own read. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. To throw here on 1st down. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line.
To Ricky Pearsall. A gain of 14. 1st down, Jacksonville.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Thrown back, it's the handoff. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
A loss of 8 yards.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in that O-line's head. They are spinning. Back-to-back sacks has his offense on skates, and those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35.
The Chargers
possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive line coaches, Kate, who will say, hey man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
These aren't the plays that lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Herbert. He can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
He arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44.
Leads to 3rd.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That one's good to McConkey. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Hampton gets it from the pistol. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Back to Hampton. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And short.
Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23.
On the pistol, it's Herbert. Rose caught. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start to fight back for their 1st points of this game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Bayshul and Tootin now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Coach Liam Cohn ushering his Jaguar offense back to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Completed to his running back. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. One play in blocking this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air now on 1st and 10. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
That's set. This is 3rd and 5.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a throw. He's going to run for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st.
A gain of 22 yards, and the Jaguar 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Brought in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They've got 3 tight ends on this first and goal, thinking run or play action.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 7.
Now is Cook to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. Into the hands of Conklin. He takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. So we're down inside of 2 minutes to play now in our opening half. More football from SoFi in just a moment. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going deep this time. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Big gain downfield. He's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A pickup there of 39. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
A gain of 13
Putting the tight end in motion.
1st down, Jaguars.
They are throwing it again. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Hits his running back. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there. Third and long for him here. He's making a bid for it. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
The pass on first
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Incomplete. It leads to
He's
second.
going to throw this one. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long.
Yards to go.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Little knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits and a 2-possession game.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive. Paying off for points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he puts some air under this one, right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Tootin now on the return. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. Coach Liam Cohn ushering his Jaguar offense back to the field. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Pass play now. Throw left side, complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Jacksonville.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor.
And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Tight end going in motion here. 3rd down from the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
Inside give to Hampton. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
14 more yards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, Herbert. That's incomplete left side. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Lat McConkey. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Herbert to throw once more. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
It's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Trying with Hampton. And this isn't going anywhere good. He's caught well behind that line of scrimmage, and they're going to be sent off after the turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. Now come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far. Second down now. They need 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Looking to throw here.
7.
He's moving up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. Here's the long back on the handoff. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
All right, to the point of the game, Kate, now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Collects this at the 35. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stops. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Hampton now up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Hampton. Jukes away from one. And they'll manage to contain him after a 6-yard pickup. Travis Hunter making that play.
44-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line.
Brought down at the 42-yard line.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Right back it goes to Pierce. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. To the right, pulled in by McConkey. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. It's caught offside by Harris. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
This is Pierce running right. Saw a lot of daylight there off the middle, and he took advantage. 5-yard gain. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go right back to Pierce. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey Harris. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Herbert from the gun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game.
14.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Jaguars returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They kept throwing it to him as we worked throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. They'll throw here on first. Completed to his running back. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Gain of 26 yards there. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Back-to-back carries here. He's going to have this one down to the 28. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It's a gain of 7.
On the line for another first and 10.
First down, Jacksonville.
They give it to him again. Cuts right. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
On his Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Cook to kick this away.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the air. Herbert. That's complete to Johnston. Now right. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense, but the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
First set of downs now from the 39. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Intended for
So it's 2nd and 10 now, ball still at that 39-yard line.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
It's Herbert once more. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
Yards. And the Chargers.
Herbert throwing again. Dumps it off to his running back. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
4 yards. That's another.
Now Herbert again.
First down.
Into the hands of Conklin. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard
From the gun, here's Pierce. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
All set now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Intended for
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Herbert back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and fourth down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
A 33-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
His neck there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jaguars are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Good play action on first down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Looking in the air here. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
They'll run here on first down. Get some space around midfield. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. A gain of 42 yards on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Blake Grossman on the tackle.
Dropping back to throw. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Ricky Pearsall. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
He'll throw it. He's going for it himself. And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Jacksonville.
The Jaguars go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
On his little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14.
31. Chargers 17.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18.
A gain of 24 yards.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up, Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
A loss of 6. Brings up second and 16.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Herbert's
No
pass
connection on the last play,
intended
and
for
out third
Trey
down.
Harris. Incomplete.
To throw. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within one score of the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Rob. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's got a man complete. He reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. Just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
The Jaguars back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. First down from the 42. Here's their first carry for LaQuint Allen. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
It's second and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to the well again. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Cam Little on for the Jaguars field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kick is off the mark. No good. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
They tried for the field goal to really eliminate all shadow of a doubt, and instead, let's introduce some doubt into the picture and a little energy on the other side, Kate. It's not quite an automatic win still. They're going to have to get focused defensively and make sure they get a stop to clinch this.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. He'll look to throw it. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
And he's going to spike it. 27 seconds to go. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. The Jaguars and this running back headed back out for a new series. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.